This is what I have to deal with every single morning. Looks like I should be on Cats in Broadway. You know, the wigs that they hide the mic in and obviously they put on to make them look like cats. That's where I was trying to go with that. Woke up to 3 new subscribers this morning, which I'm really, really chuffed about. So thank you very much, obviously, for doing that. I'm really grateful. If you're watching this and you're not yet subscribed, please consider it. You might enjoy some of the content that's coming out in the future. So for the past few months, really, I've been constantly complaining to Jess about the weather, how cold it's been, how grey, just how sort of depressed it's making me. And we're trying to not put the heating on too much. We're trying to keep the bills cost effective. Obviously, our new home, we don't want to have the bills rocking through the roof, especially with the economic situation of the world and us. So we're trying to keep things down to a minimum. So we don't put the heating on, or if we do, it's on really low and stuff. So I was sort of moaning, really looking forward to, not having to wear, a winter coat to stop myself from getting frostbite, So I was really looking forward to when things were going to start getting warmer. Anyway, my prayers have been answered and I woke up and I'm drenched in my own fluids. Those fluids being predominantly sweat. Apologies for that image. But yeah, I've woken up being very careful for what I wish for, because I'm very, very uncomfortable, and also I have an entire day of in the booth. You can't see it, but it's just I have to spend all day in the booth narrating a book, and it's going to be very uncomfortable. For the first time this year, it's going to be very uncomfortable because of the weather. To be honest, a few weeks ago, it was that cold. I went and spent about 20-30 minutes just sat inside my booth because it's all insulated because of the sound foam, and it was the only place I could stop shivering. I was fearful of keeping all of my toes, to be honest. I was fearful of not keeping all of my toes. I mix up my words so much. But yes, so good start to the day. Covered with my own fluids. I can't believe that came out of me, is what I said this morning. I'm going to stop now. I apologise. So yes, good start to the day. Starting with regret. And I'm going to jump in the booth. Got a little bit of admin to do for the next 10 minutes. Jump into the booth and hopefully you'll see a little bit of what we're getting up to today. What's number 1 of audiobook narration?
Get in the booth.
Staying hydrated.
Oh.
You're not normally here. Why are you here?
I'm looking for a job. I'm finished. I'm qualified. Ugh. I'm bored.
So explain to the viewers what you're doing.
I'm applying for a job in a teaching position in primary schools.
As part of the morning routine, obviously it's very important that we hydrate, but also equally as important is we put off doing the thing that we're supposed to be doing for as long as possible until we get enough evil stares. This is a really bad thing because obviously I enjoy very much having Jess back, spending the days with me, but the problem is that I get even less work done than I usually do.
Waddling down. I got what, about 20 minutes today? 20 minutes. All by myself. Thought you'd left me.
Yeah. The narrow aisle between tables, and I was surprised at how busy it was here on a Wednesday morning. Why weren't these people at work? Not that I had room to talk, seeing as I was entirely unemployed at the moment. Oh, okay, that was 2 chapters done. It's taken me about 1 hour and 10 minutes to do those 2 chapters. So now I think it's time to go annoy Jess again and get a cup of tea. And take half an hour just to, get my voice back, just to, not go crazy with, the iPad screen time. It's just an excuse. I procrastinate all day. It's really bad. Woohoo!
There you go.
Thank you.
You.
Alright, so just come out of the booth. Long chapters I'll just pop you here while I do some stuff. Long chapters. I've cut off half my head, so I'm gonna have to just crouch. Long chapters today, so it's taking that little bit longer, but that's fine. Yeah, so I've done about an hour and a half of recording, which will probably work out to be about an hour of finished, if that's so far. Got 2 more chapters to record today, and then I got some corrections to record, but why spoil the video? You'll see it coming. You can see the WAV files just behind me. So I send it off to my editor, and then she sends me back the MP3s to send to the client. Yeah, but I'll show you my editing setup in another video if anyone's interested for when I edit. As I said in my first video, I believe, yeah, I don't edit my own work. I prefer to have it a second pair of ears and eyes proofing it and editing it. It's just how I work. So yeah, and then I do that for other people as well. So yeah, so my throat, you may be able to tell, is getting a little bit hoarse. Happens occasionally. Usually, because it's Monday today, so it usually happens on Monday and Tuesday when I've had like 3 days, 4 days off narration. So, you know, just takes a little bit of time to get back into it. It's not necessarily the characters that cause you to strain your voice. I always try and do the voices, you know, pick voices for characters that won't hurt or scratch my chords, or folds as they're called. But yeah, so it's more like just general like usage, because I haven't spoken for non-stop for an hour and a half in quite a while, like 6 days. So yeah, we'll see what goes on. I think the day is getting nicer and nicer outside, which is lovely. So I think me and Jess are gonna go for a little bit of a walk in the sun, and get some whatever vitamin that the sun gives you. I should know that. We're out. We are. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day, although the sun has just gone under that cloud, so Jess is furious. We're really, really liking this walk. It's one of our favourites, just walking up the canal and stuff, having it to the side. Yeah, I don't know. It's just brings out the good vibes. Got the windmills outside, and then you're gonna go Jess. Woo. Walking away, all grumpy. What's your favourite thing about this walk with the canal? Let me get you near the canal. Let me get you in the canal. What's your favourite thing?
The sunshine, I think, if it's coming back, and the company. To a lot.
Every time she starts talking, I start filming. I'm just trying to get catch her saying something silly. Yeah, so we've been looking at the weather forecast, and tomorrow is set to be an extremely nice day. So we're judging things around in our schedule to make sure that we get some time to have a little bit of a picnic at that spot. If you've seen the other day in the live video, you'll have seen this route, so I'm not going to go over it again, because that's just boring. So, but yeah, so we're hoping tomorrow we'll be able to get some time to fit into a picnic. So we'll grab our books and we'll go and chill on the grass. But just for today, we haven't got that amount of time because there's things needing to be done. So we're going to just walk around. Like 5 minutes there, might we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't include this in the last one, but just up there is the town that I grew up in. So you can walk. So I could walk back home in about, I think it took us about an hour. We did it once. About an hour and a half it takes us to walk back to my parents' house. So yeah, I really like this bit, especially in the sort of summer. And so I'm convinced that one day we'll be walking through here and we will stumble across a corpse.
Are you making the same joke in a different vlog?
And it'll be mine. I'm hoping that the audio isn't going to be too bad because it's quite windy. But we finally finished Game of Thrones. Yeah, I remember not being like, we weren't quite the people who hated the ending in the first time around. But after watching it the second time around, it's definitely not that bad. It's definitely not as bad as people say.
No, could be better though. I know, it's not as bad as, you know, they don't need to rewrite the full show, I don't think, but...
No, like the last 2 episodes maybe could do with a little bit of touch up. But also just said something really smart. Tell them about the thing about why you said that the last series could never be as enjoyable as the rest of it.
Oh yes, yeah, I'm really smart. So, you watch the show and it unravels this plot as you go along. The last season is obviously closing the plot that you've been so hooked on for these entire 6 seasons. So it can't be as exciting because it's closing all of the stories that has kept you engaged through the full show. So it's bringing everything to an end, so it's not as hooking or engaging.
Okay, so back from the walk, and my remaining chapters have been narrated. I was gonna put some more of that book in this little video, but thought against it at the last minute, just sort of thinking I don't have permission to do it, and I don't want to, you know, I'm halfway through the book, so I don't want to put any spoilers or, you know, anything I shouldn't online, just in case, you know, better to be safe than sorry. So the next task today is I have some corrections to go through from my editor. So I've got the corrections up on here, got a new file, gonna get them highlighted on the script, or actually just import the already highlighted script onto the iPad, and then record those corrections. Then gonna have a little bit more time out in the sun because it's not sunny very often in England, so I have to take it when it comes. And then I'm on a meeting at 5:15 with Pro Audio Voices to go over some of the projects that I am editing for them, and some of the little bits and bobs and stuff. So yeah, it'd be nice to speak with them. Hopefully everyone's happy with the stuff that I'm doing, fingers crossed. And then usually I have my a drama club meeting on Monday nights, having to do it via Zoom because of COVID, but usually we'd, you know, all meet up in a hall and do like musical theatre and stuff. It's great, I have so much fun doing it. But tonight I have another meeting that overlaps, which usually isn't there, but it's quite a biggie, so unfortunately having to miss my musical theatre class. So yes, I will try and make up for it with my enthusiasm for it next week, for next Monday. So yeah, we'll crack on and get these corrections uploaded. Alright guys, just finished up recording the corrections. So as I mentioned, I have a meeting later on, actually 2 meetings later on. But apart from that, it's just going to be a lot of admin, a little bit of walking around the house trying to soak up the sun from inside, and just a few little catch-up things. So yeah, thank you so much for following me around today and spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions at all about anything that you've seen, or you know, you want to ask about audiobook narration or whatever, feel free to pop them in the comments, and I can address them in a later video. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe, or you know, consider subscribing or whatever. Yeah, I'm really grateful once again for you spending this time with me. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna crack on, and yeah, enjoy your day, and thanks so much for watching.